Is new at 6 tonight. State lawmakers are weighing changes to Oregon's tax code. This comes after state economists said tax cuts in the president's One Big Beautiful Bill will cost the state more than $880 million in future revenue.
Since 1997, Oregon's tax code automatically adjusts to federal tax code. Katu's Vasily Varlamos is live in Salem. Vasily, the loss in revenue threatens state programs.
Yes, right. Programs like that rely on federal and state funding, like the Oregon Health Plan and SNAP, face massive cuts once this federal tax cut is fully implemented. State lawmakers are trying to decide how they will balance the state's budget following the implementation of H.R.1, also known as the One Big Beautiful Bill.
With the passage of H.R.1 and our automatic connection to federal law, where we stand at the moment is in the red at $373 million.
Under the federal bill, Oregon will temporarily cut taxes on tips and overtime. State economists say the impacts of the total cuts in the bill will result in an $888 million loss in state revenue over the next 2 years once federal cuts are fully implemented. Lawmakers set aside $472 million at the end of the regular session in case of federal cuts, but that still leaves $373 million unaccounted for over the next 2 years, threatening programs that rely on federal and state dollars.
As we move forward through the coming months and quarters, the options are to reduce spending, increase revenue, or access reserve funds.
But some groups like Tax Fairness Oregon have another option, getting rid of the state's automatic connection to the federal tax code. Jody Weisner with the group says the governor or lawmaker should call a special session to do it as soon as possible.
I think to ignore the chance to recoup as much as possible of the billion or more available from disconnection would be legislative neglect.
Senator Mark Meek, chair of the Senate Revenue Committee, said Tuesday's meeting was about gathering information, not decision-making. Governor Kotek said lawmakers are still trying to understand the best way to move forward, but did not mention anything about a special session.
We are looking at timelines. At this point, we're trying to figure out what kind of adjustments have to be made in the 2026 session and what would have to be made in 2027.
Now, House Republican leader Christine Drazen called changing the state's tax code unnecessary and said it would be economically harmful for businesses. She said lawmakers should not expect any House Republican support on a potential change. Live in Salem, Vasily Varlamos, K2 News.
Vasily, thank you.